Where's your mindset at right now, game to game, just in terms of your confidence level?
Yeah, very positive, very upbeat. We're really hitting on all cylinders right now. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it transitions to practice, and we're hitting good balls in practice, hitting great balls in games, and so I'm excited.
On a personal level, is it different than what you noticed maybe your mindset was last year, kind of a little more shakier, or have you stayed positive really every year?
I mean, obviously last year I kind of got down on myself a little bit as things got worse, and that kind of affected just each kick more and more, and it eventually just got out of hands where it was too much to fix. And so that was my biggest thing this year, was just kind of taking a kick at a time, and each kick is going to get progressively more confident, and that's what I've seen so far.
Coach Allen mentioned that you kind of had some personal, I don't want to say demons, but personal issues with how you performed at Michigan State 2 years ago that you wanted to kind of address or correct this year. Do you feel like you did that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, anytime you struggle in a game, you want to, when you go back to that venue, you want to make up for lost time, I guess, and that was kind of my goal, not to force anything, but I just wanted to take any opportunity I could, make the best of it, and I think I did okay with it.
Did you do anything in pregame to mentally, or no? Just
I never change anything, no matter how I'm playing, because if I try to change up everything else just to try to maybe play better, it's not going to work out. So
you say you never change anything. What is your, I guess, normal pregame routine?
I come out, work on a couple onside kicks, do a lot of stretching, and then it used to be kind of when I was younger, like a contest so you could kick farther between me and the other guy. It would be like an unspoken competition, but now like I'm getting a little older for that one, so I can't really do that as much. But
when you say unspoken, like you would like you would give it a big kick and then sort of look him over.
Each other like, oh, you're going like 55, or I'll go like 57, like, and just kind of like see you can kick the farthest, and then we kind of called it a day after a while. But now it's a little more controlled. I'm a little more set in stone in my preparation, just because once I know I'm ready, there's no reason for me to keep out there going and kicking, because I mean I still have a game to play, and that's 4 hours of just walking around standing, because I rarely sit during games. I feel like I walk like 10 miles. So.
In terms of last year, you mentioned that kind of it was about maybe getting the mental side right. Was there anything you did to maybe change that or get yourself right for this year coming in? Sort of.
I mean, first I had to address myself before I addressed everything on the outside, and I made sure to get my body right, because that was a big thing that had for me. I had to go back and I literally rewatch all film from like 2015 when I had a more successful year, and just kind of like looked at each thing I did and tried to mimic it as best I could. Like I didn't even watch 2016 like film at all, like after it was over, just because it was a waste of time in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, I just tried to go back to the basics, and it's helped out so far.
Did the fact that it's your senior season now play into anything at all? Maybe let you put your mind at ease now, last go around, or?
I mean, yeah. I mean, people say that like, oh, it's like the seniors have a lot more like drive to want to do things, but I mean, honestly, I feel like I've had like the same sort of drive since I've gotten here, just because I mean, you're working for your spot every single day. So I mean, if you're not here to work hard, like you're gonna get passed up, whether you like it or not. And sometimes the situation occurs where you're just not performing well, and that's just the nature of the beast. But I mean, I feel like I've kind of stayed the same. Obviously, there's a little bit more higher like intensity, knowing that like you only have so many amount of games left. But
just as a whole, you and Hayden have pretty much put together a really good special teams year, and that's something that Coach Allen emphasized coming into the season. What have you guys been working together and all, like just keeping each other right?
yeah, I mean, I look out for him. He looks out for me, because he's obviously learning a whole new sport, a whole new like thing that he has to learn, and so we've kind of had each other's back throughout. Like he's been doing a great job. He really didn't need me that much, because I call him, he acts like a seasoned vet, and he freaks out less than I do. So he's been impressive.
Just to get back to, you mentioned you watched a lot of 2015 film this offseason. Did you find anything in that you maybe realized you weren't doing last year, or what was it about watching that film that made
I mean, the thing that was kind of weird to me is like my field goal steps were the exact same last year as they were in 15. Everything was kind of the same. I changed my kickoff steps up, but that was just to kind of help out with like preventing injuries and stuff, because I wasn't really doing that well. But I mean, everything was just the same. I think it all came down to just mindset, and things kind of spiraled out of control, and everybody's human. No one likes struggling, and that just kind of gets to you after a while.
I guess were you trying to, not necessarily physically get back to what you were doing in 2015, but like mentally get back to where you were in 2015?
I mean, it was kind of a different mindset. I mean, this year, like in 2015, I was winging it. I was having fun. I was shaking still, like nervous, like I was just jumping up and down any chance I could. But now it's a little more control of the game, slowed down a lot more. So that's the thing I've had to get used to now is like not relying on my adrenaline as much and more relying on like the fact that I have to keep to my technique and realize that I've done it way more than a lot of people have so far. So.